Our next speaker today, we are honored to have His Worship Malcolm Brodie, the Mayor of Richmond. Richmond is where the BC Muslim Association is actually headquartered, and there's a very wide and diverse Muslim population there. Mayor Brodie is someone who we have been working with in many respects to help address the challenges. His council members, as well as the diversity and inclusion component of the city of Richmond. Their 10-year plan for inclusion and diversity in the city is one that I think many municipalities across Canada can be inspired by and learn from. Thank you so much for joining us today, Your Worship. We're honored to have you, and we look forward to hearing from your voice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. I am very pleased to be here for this very important conversation with two of our city councillors. I'm joined by Councillor Bill McNulty and Councillor Andy Hobbs. And we know that Islamophobia is a daily possibility, maybe a reality for all people of the Muslim faith. The date of January 19th, 2017 is a very important date in my recollection. That was the date of this, I'm sorry, it's January 29th, 2017. And I was at a very large gathering of people of the Muslim faith in Surrey. And the news came through about the atrocity in Montreal. And as the news broke and the gathered people were told about that situation, and there was probably 300 or 400 people in the room, I'm sure that it was not lost on anybody there that someone with hate in their heart coming in with a loaded gun could inflict great damage on the people gathered there in peace and in harmony for the simple purpose of having a community event. In the city of Richmond, as you have referred, we have the mosque that you mentioned, but we also have something larger called the Highway to Heaven. This is won international acclaim, and it's been broadcast throughout the world, where we have on what we call Number 5 Road, we have these religious facilities. We have many, many different facilities, mosques and churches, synagogues, temples, people of all ethnicities, people of all cultural backgrounds, people of all different religion. They live there and they worship and they pray there side by side in peace and harmony. And the approach is that they will overcome the hatred that we're talking about today, excuse me, through communication, through education, and through dialogue. And what you say about our long-term outlook in the city of Richmond is true. It's embodied in our precedent-setting cultural harmony plan. So it's all up to all of us to recommit ourselves to some of the values of diversity, of equity, of inclusion, and maybe more important than all of those are cross-cultural understanding. Now, in honor of the day, I have signed a proclamation. It's fairly brief. I would just like to read it out. We have presented it to your leadership. Whereas on January 29th, 2017, a gunman entered the Islamic Cultural Center Mosque in Quebec City and opened fire on dozens of Muslim worshippers. And by the time the shooting had ended, 6 people had been tragically killed and 19 more were injured. Ibrahima Berry, Mamadou Tanu Berry, Khalid Bel Qasemi, Abu Bakr Tabi, Abdel Rakim Hassan, and Azzedine Soufiane lost their lives that night. And whereas the Muslim community across Canada was and continues to be affected by this and other acts of hate, racism, white supremacy, and Islamophobia, and whereas many municipalities across Canada commemorate the events of January 29th as a day of remembrance and action on Islamophobia with their Muslim community partners. And there is a nationwide campaign for federal government to recognize this day nationally. Now, therefore, I, Malcolm Brodie, as the mayor of the city of Richmond, do hereby proclaim January 29th, 2022 as National Day of Remembrance and Action on Islamophobia in the city of Richmond. And I'm very pleased to present this proclamation to your organization and just leave you with a wish that we can have continued dialogue amongst all the groups to make sure that we understand each other and that the hatred that is in the hearts of some people will never be put on display, and there will be, we will live together in harmony, in peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. That is one of the most important ways we can address Islamophobia, from the municipal to the provincial to the federal. So the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Islamophobia is now federally recognized, provincially, and in many municipalities. And taking a leadership role in helping to bring awareness of that to our communities, as well as dedicating your time and your resources to help to address it and work with the community, is something that is amazing. It is something that will help to change things, because municipal work is what has the most direct impact on people's lives day to day. So thank you again. Thank you kindly. And we really appreciate your voice here with us today, and look forward to working closer with you on many projects, not just with Islamophobia, but as you say, on the highway to heaven. As the faith community convener for anti-racism, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So thank you.
We are with you.